Man, bro. I just did this whole lesson and they didn't say. Imagine that. Anyways, man, hey, shalom to you brothers out there, man. To the 1/3 and the 144. All praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And pretty much, I'm just gonna do this over. I don't have a Bible with me, and I don't have I'm trying to use the Bible app, but this screen recorder that I'm using doesn't want me. It won't save the video, so I can't use it. So I'm just gonna do it like this, right? Hold on. So I was watching a couple videos, right? Look at that, man. That might be a chariot. A lot of stars in the sky at this time of night, man. Ain't that many stars right now, but we do have a lot of stars there. So I was watching a couple videos. I came across Apostle Tahar from GMS video, and he was talking about, are we in a new covenant? Now I'm gonna make this video straight to the point, because this topic is pretty much like, it's being played out so much, and these guys are being told that we're in a new covenant so much that they're blatantly denying it. They're purposely going against it now at this point. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to understand, man. The majority of these guys that killed the prophets, murderers of the prophets, that said let his blood be upon us, they're back here today, man. Now, guys can say, oh, you know, they're in the world, 2/3 or whatnot, but the majority of you guys are in the truth, man. The majority of you guys are in the truth. The majority of you guys, you know, you're Hebrew slaves, man, or Hebrew Israelites, as you call yourself. The older brother was right when he said Hebrew slaves, man, because that's what I feel like, you know. But anyways, yeah. So this topic's been played out, and so the scripture that I wanted to go into, because these guys are all about the law, right? And I understand that they're all about the law. To a certain degree, you can say they are Israel, because, you know, Israel had that tenacity to be all about the law, and to not want to agree with the second covenant. You see, that's why they kept saying, oh, we're Abraham's children, and Moses, and the law, and the works, and the sacrifices, and all this crap. Well, all that was fulfilled in the Son, man. All that was fulfilled in the Son. So the scripture that I got was Hebrews chapter 9, where it says the first covenant and the first was made that way to be like a precursor to the second covenant. You know, where the Levites went and sprinkled the tabernacle, when they went and offered up sacrifices, you know, to make amends for the people's sins. That was only a precursor to what the Lord was going to do, because he did the ultimate sacrifice. You know, he did the ultimate. He was the one that did it, that could cure our people's conscience. The Levites couldn't cure our people's conscience, because our people were just wicked, and pretty much they kept going off even after they were sacrificing, right? But the Lord, he could do that, man. That's why his sacrifice was the perfect one. So it says, how much more should the blood of him that was sprinkled cleanse your minds? That's why he is the mediator of the new covenant. When you look at the word mediator, it means a person that stands in between the middlemen. Levites were the middlemen in the First Testament. They're the ones that were offering up sacrifices for our people. But the Lord, he is the middleman in this second covenant, man. That's why we don't need the Levites. We don't need this, man. We're doing this by grace. Meaning what? Are we doing this to be justified? No. We're doing it because we're already justified, man. I'm already justified and called and chosen. I'm just doing it because I love to do it, man. And every time I see some bozo, these fucking guys denying the new covenant, I gotta speak on it, man. Because we are in the new covenant, and I appreciate all you brothers in the new covenant that's still going. I know it ain't easy. It's never been easy, man. Especially dealing with these Pharisees. And here's the thing, though. A lot of you guys are gonna have a lot of blood on your hands because of what you're doing, because you're denying the new covenant, because you have power over the people, and you're blatantly telling them, don't believe something that was already given to them. And you know what? It's meant for you guys to deny the new covenant anyways, man, because the majority of you guys denied it back then. So you're coming back ripping what you fucking sold, man. See, I'm not here trying to get people to believe it. You got to understand for yourself. You got to be fully persuaded in your own mind to understand what I'm saying. And that's why this is a personal journey for each man. Every man has to walk his own path, man. Every man has to do what he got to do. You see? That's the fucking truth, man. But yeah, we are in the new covenant. All you got to do is read Hebrews 9 and Hebrews 8. Paul was directing that to the Hebrews, man. Because he knew that they were disobedient, that they didn't want to believe. And that's why it even says to provoke them to emulation, the fall was the riches of the world. So how much more our glory? And keep in mind, Israel's still the first fruit. If some of these guys decide to actually read the scriptures instead of just going along just to get along, and read the scriptures and understand that we are in the new covenant, they can still come in being the first fruits. You see, they can still come in because they're the first fruits. That's why it tells the Gentiles not to boast, man. What are you boasting at? Israel's always going to be the first fruit. But this time, it's not by being Abraham's seed or the works of the law. It's by grace. It's simply by believing in what the Lord did, man. That's simply what it's about, literally. See? Cast your burdens upon him, for he says he cares for you. But you can't do that being in a work-based mindset, thinking that you're justifying yourself. You can't do that while denying the Son and thinking you're going to enter in some other way. You can't enter in some other way, man. There is no other way. He is the way, the truth, and the life. His way and the truth and the life is the only way. Following his example is the truth, the way, the life. Understanding him, that's the truth, the way, the life. Oh, and also, that was a good point that was made by the brother Van Aster, man. The brother, he said that the way, the truth, and the life is his name. And I agree. But he does have a name, though. This is a name that no man knew, but he himself. You see what I'm saying? So just like we call upon the Father of spirits, the Son has a name that only he knows, man. Right now, we call him by what we call him, just through what we know. Either the Hebrew or the Greek. Some people, they say Christ. Some people, they say Mashiach, Yeshua, so on and so forth, man. I say the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. See? But pretty much that's the whole video. That's the whole point. I just wanted to do this real quick. I'll catch you brothers on the next one, man. Hey, with that, shalom.